Hey, hello everybody. Hey guys, how are you guys going? Welcome to MMW Day with your girl Reg. Today is Wednesday and you are joining me and I'm joining you from Perth. So wherever you're joining me from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good day. And like I will always say, life is good, God is great, and situations are awesome. When we go through a situation and challenges in that, guess what? They make you unbeatable, unbreakable, and man, you are undefeatable. This is the African story and I'm so thrilled you're joining me today. So guess what? I am going to KISS, keep it simple and stupid, and we will be out of here in time. We've been talking about all things relationship for the past few weeks now, and the reason why we've been talking about this is because, there are little things in our relationship that are pulling us apart rather than bringing us together, and we need to know what those things are and how to better manage them so that we can have good and healthy relationship, so that we can be supportive of our partners and also ourselves and how we can work better in our relationship. So today we are talking about support in a relationship. Okay, what does support means in a relationship? If your partner said to you, I feel like you're not supportive of me, I feel like you're not supporting me, I feel like I'm in this by myself, what do they mean? What are they trying to say? Okay, so that's what we're trying to understand and figure out today. So let me just put this out there. How many of you, when things become difficult and tough in a relationship, you run and hide? One of them. And also, how many of you don't know how to give or show support to your partners when things become difficult or when things become hard in a relationship? Again, I'm one of them. Okay, so you're not alone, because this is a normal thing that happens to us human. Okay, this is our nature as human. When things become difficult or when things become hard, instead of running to the situation to find ways to make things better, what we do, we run away from the situation. And with a relationship, it doesn't work like that. Okay, in a relationship, when things are hard and things become difficult and there are stresses in the relationship, when you try to run away from the relationship, what it actually does is telling your partner, like, what, I'm not in this with you. I'm not on the same level with you. You are on this by yourself. You are in this by yourself. And what they do, they tend to run away from you as well. They tend to pull away from you instead of coming together. So try this. When you are going through issues in a relationship, or when you are faced with stresses in a relationship, instead of you withdrawing from your partner, instead of you running away when things become difficult or when you're faced with stresses, try running away. Try running to each other, okay? Don't run away under the pretense they need time to be calm. They need time to figure things out. No. What that does, when you give them time that they didn't ask for, especially in a difficult time, it creates more frustration, it creates more anger, it creates more resentment, it creates more disconnection, it creates more sadness, and it makes your partner feel alone and not being supported by you. So if they tell you that they need time when things are hard, by all means, give them the time they need and come back and reevaluate. Are you okay? Is it a good time for us to talk now? So that's what you do. So rather than running away from your partners when things are hard, you can use that time. You can see that stressor. You can see that problem as an opportunity to show your partner how much you care about them, how important they are to you, how much you believe in them, and how supportive you are of them. So you see the stresses as an opportunity, or the problem as an opportunity to prove to your partner your place, your position in your place in their lives, than you running away from them. So how important is it? How important is support in a relationship? How important it is for me to show my partner support in a relationship? It is very important because, number one, it increases lifespan. Number two, it increases happiness. It increases happiness to a greater level. Number three, it increases your partner confidence in themselves and also in you. Number four, it reduces stresses. It reduces things that stress them. And number five, it promotes good emotional well-being in stressful times. So that's how important support is in a relationship and to your partner. So how can we be supportive towards each other? How can we show support? How can I show my partner support when he's going through a difficult time? How can I show them support when things are not good, or when things are good? How can I show them support? Good thing that you ask. Number one, you can show your partner support by asking about their feelings and listening to their responses. Okay, when things are hard, when you feel like they are under pressure and they haven't spoken to you, but you can feel like, okay, they are under pressure, you can ask them about their feelings, how they feel, and you can listen to their response. responses. Do not be eager to provide an advice to them when they haven't asked you to. At that moment, they just need you to listen. They just need you to validate their feelings. When they ask you for advice, by all means give it to them. Number two, pay attention to the little things they do and appreciate them for it. Okay, people are busy nowadays. Everybody is busy, but when they take time out, to do the little things for you, appreciate them, pay attention to it, and show them how much you appreciate it. Number three, be ready to support your partner when things are difficult. Okay, when they're going through a difficult time, be ready to support them. That means you have to be physically available for them. You have to be emotionally available for them. You have to make your presence known. They have to be like, okay, they are in this with me. I'm not here by myself. If you are far away and you are doing a long distance relationship, you can also make your presence known and felt by how much you communicate with that person and what you tell them over the phone or over whatever method of communication that you're having with them. And also be emotionally available. Emotional availability is a huge thing when it comes to a relationship. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. And number four, when things become hard, or when you and your partner are having difficulties and going through a difficult time, shift your focus from the problem and to your partner. What I mean, shift your focus by seeing the problem as an opportunity to strengthen each other, as an opportunity to not be divided, as an opportunity to validate each other, as an opportunity to bring each other closer. And as an opportunity to bring each other closer, don't run away. Come to your partner, run to your partner. Don't be divided when situations come or when problems happen. Don't be divided. See it as an opportunity to strengthen each other and to give each other hope, and that brings you closer together, not dividing you apart. And number five, believe in your partner, okay? Believe in them, believe in their goals, believe in their aspiration, believe in the things that they hold most dear to them, okay? Not just saying that I believe in you, express to them how much you believe in them. Express to them how much you believe in them. And express to them what you admire about them, what you admire about their strength, what you admire about them, especially when things become difficult and they want to quit and they want to leave or they want to give up on things. That's when it's good for you to step in at that point in time and express to them how much you believe in them, and express to them how much you admire them and what you admire about them. This actually take a relationship far, and it brings your partner much closer to you rather than them running away from you. And number six, be emotionally available. Emotional availability, okay, this is a huge one. Be emotionally available to your partner. What does that mean? Emotional availability means showing understanding, being compassionate, and showing love to your partner regardless of the situation. It doesn't matter if you're fighting, it doesn't matter if they pissed you off, it doesn't matter, what the situation is, but show compassion to them. Be present and show them that you are there with them regardless of everything, okay? It also means accepting your partner for who they are, not always calling them out, not always calling out the wrong things that they do, not always trying to bring them down, not always trying to judge them in your conversation or the way you speak to them, accepting them for who they are. And it also means encouraging their dreams and validating their feelings. For people who have been hurt in the past, when they go into new relationship, they are fearful about that relationship. They don't know if the person feels the same way about them. If your partner is like that and they're having double mind, like, okay, I don't know if you feel, the same way I feel about you. I don't know if we're on the same level emotionally. I don't know if I like you more than you like me. That's the time for you to step in as a partner and validate to them. Tell them, like, you know what, I'm in this with you together. You are not by yourself. I'm not going to burn you. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm connecting with you on the same level of emotion as you're connecting with me, and I'm going to protect you, and I'm going to be here for you. Validate their feelings and reassure them that they are not alone. And and encourage the dreams, the things are good for them and they can be better at. Encourage them to do it. And it can also mean that you've been emotionally vulnerable to your partner, okay? Being emotionally vulnerable to your partner, showing them or sharing with them how you feel about them, how you feel about their relationship, and be ready to face your fear. For people who've been hurt in the past, when they get into a new relationship, they're kind of fearful, and they don't want to, they feel like, okay, this this relationship is not going to turn up well? Is this person going to hurt me just like the other person do? Be ready to face your fear and be ready to express to your partner, what you feel about that relationship and about them. Emotional availability is a hard thing, okay? It can be very challenging for men especially. The reason why emotional availability is challenging for men is because men are always trying to find solution to things because the natural instincts are protective and trying to make sure that everyone is fine, trying to cover everywhere. So when things happen, instead of them sitting and talking about it, they go about looking for a solution to the problem. But actually the solution to the problem is just to sit down and talk things out and reassure each other where you stand. So for men, emotional availability can be hard. So if you are a man and your partner is unsure of where you are, and when things become difficult, they question everything, what you can do, rather than going around to find a solution, you can come to them. For women, we like talking things out. For men, they like going away to find solutions. So you see, just come to the table and talk things out and come to a solution, rather than you going to find a solution that is already there. Also, emotional availability can be a difficult thing for women who have been hurt in the past, because they've experienced so much hurt in the past. They kind of put a wall to their emotion, like, I'm not going to be emotionally available for this person because I don't want them to hurt me, because I don't want to go through what I went through with the other relationship. If you're that person as well, it's about time, you face your fear and you validate your feelings, and also make yourself emotionally available to your partner and see how well you can work things out. So when your partner is saying to you like, okay, I don't feel like you're supportive of me, I don't feel like you've been supporting me, I don't feel like you are there for me, I feel like I'm all alone, I feel like I'm in this by myself, I feel like you're far away from me, I feel like you're not there with me, what are they saying? Actually, what they are saying is that they feel like you are not being there, you are not there with them emotionally. I mean, this is a country where it's a busy country and there is a lot of stress, and people are financially independent, especially women. So when a woman said to you that I feel like you're not supporting me, I feel like you're not being there for me, I feel like you're not supportive of me, what they're trying to say is that they're not trying to say, okay, I feel like I need your money. What they're trying to say, like, I feel like I'm by myself, I feel like you are miles away from me, I feel like when I'm going through things, you don't show understanding, you don't show compassion, you don't take interest in the things that I have interest in, you don't take interest in me, you take me for granted. Pretty much what they're trying to say is that they feel like you are not supporting them emotionally, and emotional support in a relationship is a very big thing because it draws people apart. Okay, if someone feels like they're not being supported emotionally, they will go somewhere else and find someone who's supporting them emotionally. And this goes for both men and women, but especially women. They go somewhere and find that emotional support, because for women, everything is about emotion. So if you want to make a relationship work and to work better on yourself, you find ways on how you can be emotionally supportive towards your partner. And I've just listed them here. Pay attention to them, appreciate them for the little things they do, believe in their dreams, see the problem as an opportunity to come closer to your partner, make yourself emotionally available. Ask them, especially when you're fighting, and especially when you feel like your partner is saying to you like, I feel like I'm by myself, I feel like I'm in this by myself, I feel like you're not being supportive of me, I feel like I'm all alone, I feel like you're so distant, I feel like this. You ask them, how can I help? How can I help? That question, how can I help, goes a long way. They will then come to the table and bring ways that you can help support them, either emotionally or physically. But always be willing to ask your partner the question, how can I help to support you?